Athena will touch down near the moon's south pole today. Intuitive Machines is poised to land the second spacecraft on the moon today, March the 6th, 2025. The lander, a Nova Sea vehicle named Athena, is flying the S.I.M.u.L.A.T.I.O.N mission. It is not a simulation. Unlike the previews, which are a simulation of the June summative assessment, continue concerns, serious concerns.
Look at that. That was perfect. I tried to put the camera on the whole time you were doing that, and when you said I'm finished, it went on. Can you redo it, please?
I could pretend like I'm doing one letter.
Can you tell me that you're pretending that you're doing one letter? No,
oh, it's
go
a
on,
video.
do it to the camera.
I am pretending to do one letter.
And what word are you doing?
Mastaba. And I am the T.
And what's this leg?
That is representing the dead body which is underneath the mastaba.
Doesn't look very
And
dead.
I am the dead body.
And she is the dead body.
Architecture, architect as intuitive machine, artist as architect. Some say Solvlowit's work is considered to be a collaboration between the artist and the people who create it, which is similar, they argue, to the process of architecture. Measurement, performance management. The dot pictures were my best attempt to learn how to paint, claims Larry Poons. Performance management is a concept encompassing the entire process of setting goals, monitoring progress, providing feedback, and taking corrective actions to improve performance. A concept coincidentally developed in the Industrial Revolution, as Georges Seurat developed a painting technique that uses small dots of colour to create an image. Neo-Impressionism, divisionism. Critics expressed concerns, even serious concerns, which George ignored and continued with a unit that made images that can only be viewed from a distance. Later, Andy Warhol silk-screened images. That is, he made a choice of how dotty it would appear and where the dots would come from. Can it be seen as ironic that the industrial process of halftone was seen by Andy and Roy Lichtenstein as a creative opportunity to challenge artistic orthodoxies? Whereas in education, the industrial processes of performance management are seen as an opportunity to embed educational orthodoxies and control rather than explore new possibilities and the threats of technologies that are an extension of our nervous system.
I don't know how to use a brush.
What are you staring at?
The ceiling.
What's that?
It's one of your materials for Laurence, isn't it?
Really?
It's a sort of unappreciated material. It's normally hidden.
Yeah, fine actually. I'm good. The table's good. Everything's fine.
So, is it almost Dickensian if a student has been physically present but has either arrived too late or left too early to be deemed fully engaged, you may mark them as late? Worrying trends of non-engagement. What does this mean? On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you measure that? Mrs. Mann, come back. All is forgiven. Points, dots, discs. Bridget Riley joins the optical poems of neo-pointillism, even if about 200 years too late. If a student has been physically present at any point during a session, please do not mark them as late, it is claimed. For Sartre, the body is a philosophical puzzle, so the act of being physically present might have caused him years of anguish and exhausting introspection. Not so the contemporary orthodoxy that education is actually an industry, and it should be regulated by the performative values of efficiency and production. May we ask why the AA enthusiastically conforms to this view, when rather than use its independence to reflect on this and draw inspiration from its declaration of values from the 23-24 annual report, as follows. This, the AA, is an environment that encourages students to speculate without limitations, take risks with students, with confidence, and cultivate individual, radical research agendas that will shape the future of the architectural discipline. Today, we, the AA, continue to be a school that is constantly on the move, progressively redefining the nature of architecture both in academia and in practice worldwide. Wakey, wakey. Oh, sorry, it may be too late. You have been marked late with worrying signs of non-engagement. Note, you do not have the option to mark a student as having an authorised absence if someone is not physically present for a session, but they have informed you of the reason. Mark them as absent and add the reason within the learner notes. That's the trouble with neo-impressionism. You can only join the dots and see the whole picture when you step away.
Okay, so